Hello everyone and welcome back to Classic Comics. So today I'm reviewing Batman number 106. This is by James Tynion, Jorge Jimenez. And we start here with somebody in a chair, bound in a chair, kind of with the eyeballs being pried open and watching all these screens. Now, from what this person says, it appears that this is Batman, Bruce Wayne, who's imprisoned here. And then we see a figure emerge who claims to be the Scarecrow, Jonathan Crane. And Jorge Jimenez has given him this really wild new design. It's very, visually really interesting. And he says basically this is an experiment in fear, etc., etc. And then I guess here it looks like he's going to inject him with fear toxin. Then we cut to Batman, and I'm assuming if that was Bruce, then I'm assuming this is in the past, or rather that scene was in the future. And Bruce is chasing after this new group of villains known as the Unsanity Collective. And apparently they've been pulling off a string of high-profile robberies where they rob people who are media moguls, people who run media outlets. And apparently they've just stolen some artwork from the CEO and owner of the Gotham Gazette, like a big magazine. So we get a pretty cool chasing and action sequence here. So there's some of them on the ground, some of them up on this kind of hovercraft drone thingy. And Batman uses his grapple to go up after them. And then Ghostmaker arrives. So Ghostmaker's working with Batman now, and he takes out the guys on the ground, while Batman takes out the guys up in the hovercraft. And we get this nice full-page spread from Jimenez. Looks really good. And Batman warns their leader, this woman, Miracle Molly, I think is her name. I saw a write-up about her. And Batman's like, you're through, you're done terrorizing this town. No, I'm taking you out. And she's like, yeah, whatever. And then we cut to a meeting between the mayor of Gotham, Mayor Nakano, and this gentleman, Simon Saint. And here's where this gets really intriguing. So he talks about what a mess Gotham is and about how the rest of the country sees Gotham as just a complete disaster and nobody wants to live here. And the city's practically been under siege in recent years by Bane, Joker, the Batman Who Laughs, etc. Just a string of madmen causing chaos. And then he offers, he talks about how the regular cops are overmatched. And then he offers a solution, what he calls the Magistrate program. And talks about how this would be a program that would use specially trained deputies called peacekeepers to handle the supervillains instead of having the city relying on a bunch of masked vigilantes like Batman and others. And the mayor says, okay, well, we'll consider your proposal and all that. And he leaves. Then we see on another building not too far away someone who appears to be the Scarecrow watching this meeting take place. Then we cut to this brownstone neighborhood in Gotham, and a neighbor's complaining about Bruce Wayne because Bruce has moved into this neighborhood recently. Bruce isn't as rich as he used to be. And he's using like a basement beneath this brownstone basically as his new Batcave. And this is, we finally get to see Ghostmaker without his costume on, see him without his mask off. Now, his skin is distinctly, kind of more brown colored, suggesting that he's not Caucasian, but in the storyline that introduced him, when we saw flashbacks of him and Bruce, we never saw his face, but we saw plenty of his skin, and he appeared to be Caucasian. So I guess this is a change. Anyway, they start having this kind of sparring match, and they're talking about the Unsanity Collective and what's been happening with them. And Bruce notes that they've been hitting all these people who own media outlets. And Ghostmaker suggests, well, maybe they're just doing it because they hate these people and are punishing them for it. And Bruce says he thinks there's another goal. He thinks that they're deliberately striking media outlets or owners of media outlets, because if an owner of a media outlet is the victim of a criminal gang, then what's going to happen? They're going to make a big deal of it in their media outlets, you know, their magazine, their news show, or their news channel, whatever. And Bruce suggests that that's going to really amp up the coverage about this gang and make them seem like a much bigger deal than they are, much more dangerous than they really are. And Bruce suggests that someone's doing it deliberately to stoke fear and make the city afraid, which obviously sounds very much like something Scarecrow would do. Mayor Nakano arrives back at his house, and he expresses skepticism about the magistrate and says, you know, we don't need this. Then he sits down to watch the news, and the coverage is about how his approval ratings are dropping because of the recent crimes by the Insanity Collective. Then in this final panel, we see him watching TV, but behind him, there's a Scarecrow costume that's kind of hanging up here unused. Now, this obviously suggests that he is, in fact, the Scarecrow now. But again, we have this scene earlier where he's having the meeting with Simon Saint, and then someone in a Scarecrow costume is watching. So there's two Scarecrows. Maybe one of them is Jonathan Crane and one of them is Nakano. I don't know. Kind of puzzling. And then there's this short backup story where Damien seeks out his mother, Talia, and says that he's broken away from Bruce and he's come back to her and wants to, you know, he's not interested in being a superhero anymore and doing things Bruce's way. And then a bunch of killers show up, try to kill them, calling themselves the League of Lazarus. And, I mean, it's okay, but there's not much to it. Yeah, kind of whatever. So overall, I mean, it's an interesting issue. The interesting thing, of course, is that they're laying the groundwork, or Tynion, rather, is laying the groundwork for the future state, for what the sort of dystopian Gotham we see in future state, which is run by the Magistrate program and the Peacekeepers. So it's interesting. It's nice that that storyline hasn't just been completely dropped. So it'll be intriguing to see what direction that takes. Overall, this is, you know, Tynion and Jimenez, they've been solid on this book for a while, so this is a thumbs up. Definitely worth reading. And let me know what you think in the comments. And while you're at it, please do like this video. And if you would, please sub to the channel. And also hit the bell for notifications. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.